Who knows what Car did a week and a half ago?
She jumped out of an airplane.
Why would she do something like that?
I don't know, because it was burning.
Yeah, Car decided to go skydiving. And the first topic of the day that we always have things like state of mind, attitude, motivation. And I thought she should motivate us because she jumped out of a plane. And sometimes we face fear all the time. We face little fears here and there that, when you jump out of a plane, just like we talked about last year last week with Free Solo, where you're climbing a mountain without the ropes, there's massive consequences. So there's massive consequences with skydiving, and there's fear of doing that. So I thought Car would come over here and give us her experience, and she texted me too. She wanted me to go, and I said, "Oh, I'm busy." So, I'm sure she texts all her friends. Come on up. So here's what I'd like you to do. Tell us how you're feeling the night before, and then when you're getting on the plane, when you're in the plane, you're like on someone's lap, sitting there waiting to jump out. What was it like?
I wasn't on someone's lap.
You were there, weren't you tied to them?
Yeah, but not on their lap. We were sitting on a plane.
Okay, you just get out of there.
Well, the night before, I was really scared, and even on that day, I was scared. We got there at 9:30. I watched a video of what possibly can happen, and then we signed a waiver for our lives.
Was that scary signing the waiver? No?
No, not really, because I have life insurance. My kids are.
You understand that life insurance means that you don't get to enjoy insurance.
Not me, but I got it for my kids.
Okay.
That's the reason why I got it. But so after doing the waiver, we waited 4 hours.
Ooh.
Yes, because there was a lot of people. Steven did it too.
You were there?
Not
No,
And then when they called my name, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Like, I can't go back anymore. And then I was like, I asked the instructor, I was like, on the time, if I change my mind before I jump, can I still get my money back? And I was like, yeah, but once you're there, you don't really have a choice, which is true. So we got on the plane. The whole entire time I was praying, please God, don't let anything happen to me. And then we saw some whales going up. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is too high now. I was watching one of the videographer watch. It's just going up. The numbers just going up. Man, what is it? What is 14,000? No, 12,000. When are we gonna get to 12,000? It's like the height we're gonna jump to. And I was like, man, this is too high. And I was the first one to jump.
How do you know when you're supposed to jump? You're at the door, or what?
At first, we were just strapped I was strapped with the instructor on our hips. And then I was like, is this the only thing that I'm strapped on? And then later on, and they opened the door, everything got so tight. Shoulder, stomach area, like my boobs jumped up in my face. So tight. Like, what are you? It's better than this. So they opened the door and I was like, are you ready? I was like, I guess so. And I screamed and everyone laughed. I was like, I just have to let it out. Yes. I was like, I just have to let it out.
Scare everybody else.
And they're like, what? I just have to let it out. And then the instructor was like, are you ready? I said, yeah. And so we were standing. I was like, don't fight, just go with the flow. Because if I say no, I can't wait, something might happen, or I don't know. I just said no, just go with the flow, just go with the flow. In my head, I was like, oh, this is really hard. Like, what am I doing? I was like, no, I can do this. So when we jump out of the plane, I didn't really feel anything. It's the way, like, where we were going so fast, it hurts my ears. And then the person who's taking the video is giving me like signs what to do with my hand. but we were going so fast. I wasn't laughing. I wasn't smiling. I just can't close my mouth. I wanted to close it, but I can't. No, my son's like, no, mom, it's not the wind. It's the speed that you're going to. You know, the wind doesn't go
that's true.
up; it goes sideways. It's like, okay, fine. And then when he opened the parachute, that's when I felt a little, yeah. I was like, oh shit. I was like, are we okay? He was like, no, you're fine. Don't worry. And then I was like, do you want a little fun? Because you know when they can control it. And it actually feels like a roller coaster. I was like, no, we're fine. Let's just be steady. Like, I want to enjoy the scene, the scenery. It's like, okay, you're good. And then when we're about to land, so you have to put your legs up. And then he was like, you can put your feet down. I couldn't. And then he was like, okay, never mind. Then I guess we're sliding. And yeah. And I was so happy that I survived.
Yeah, how did you feel after? When you're on the ground, how did you feel after you did that?
Proud of myself.
Yeah, pride?
Yeah. And then I actually enjoyed what I did looking at the pictures, not during doing it. When I was looking at them, I was like, oh wow, the view was really pretty.
How much did you have to pay for that? Was it expensive?
Yeah, I have to give tip $25 each for the instructor and for the.
Yeah, I would give the tip ahead of time.
No.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
after.
I did before, right?
No,
Here's the
sorry,
tip. I'm giving you a
after.
tip.
It was after, and then 328 for one. I think it's 110 for the flight, for the jump, and then the expensive part is the video and yeah,
To prove
and
that
the
you did it.
picture. Yeah.
It's like $400 with
Total is
everything.
400. Yeah.
And so the fear, the anticipation, the event itself, and the cost of how much you have to pay, is it worth it?
Yes.
Because of the feeling after. And now you've done it. You've conquered the fear.
Yes,
That's
and
awesome.
I can act.
One day,
ready to do it again.
who's done that before? Wow.
Wow, Jayla.
Jayla, they don't allow kids in the. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you very much. They say death, jumping out of a plane, those are the things that are really scary. What's the other one that people fear?
She's going diving in the shark tank.
Public speaking. What's that?
She's going to dive in shark tanks.
Oh yeah, dive with sharks next. Officer's cage. So public speaking is something that people fear a lot. What are the little fears? There's little fears, like I'll tell you, when I'm ready to do my cold calls, and I do cold calls and warm calls, when I'm ready to do that, it's just, sometimes it's fear of awkwardness, right? Or when you're on the phone with a person, it's awkward, then it's fear of awkwardness, and then fear again, fear of rejection, those type of things. The big ones though are death, jumping out of an airplane, and public speaking. How many people here, and I don't mean speaking in front of like 1,000 people, but how many people here are a little afraid of public speaking in front of a group of 20, 30, 40? Raise your hand high. And so, Carr just did that a week and a half ago. So I'd like to give someone an opportunity to do that today. Not skydive, public speaking. To come up right now, on camera, in front of all of us, and just do the portion of the meeting that's the agent profile, talking about yourself. And it should be one of you that just raised your hand and said you're afraid of public speaking. So who's ready to do it? Phoebe, you're not afraid of public speaking.
No, I'm not. Not anymore.
CL, Mary Jo, Mel,
Kim was.
Hillary,
Kim raised her hand.
Kimberly, who wants to do that? Remember, it builds your confidence. You feel good after. And this one, you don't have to pay $400 like jumping on an airplane. And they say the level of fear of public speaking is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Who's ready to do it? You're just going to tell us about you, your past job, when you got into real estate, anything about you. So it's an easy thing you're going to talk about. It's just I want you to stand up in front of the camera, in front of everybody. Here's the good news. I'm looking at everyone right now. They're all friendly. They're all pulling for you. They want you to do well. Just like the guys that were attached to car jumping out of the plane, because they want to do well too. Who's
I'll
in?
do it, I'll do it.
All right, So all you do is turn around, catch your back. And now here's what happens, and I do a lot of public speaking, large groups and small groups. What I do is I just get in the right state of mind. The right state of mind is changing the anxiety and energy into enthusiasm. So right now, all you're going to think to yourself is, I'm going to be excited talking about this. I'm going to be excited talking about myself, your jobs, real estate, what you got in business, how you got into business. Are you ready? You ready to do that? Are you excited?
No?
You
Yes.
can be enthusiastic. Okay,
Yes,
go for it.
I'm enthusiastic.
Start with your name.
Okay, my name is Kimberly Miller. I've been in real estate for about 2 years. Before I got into real estate, I was a 101 financial instructor, stay-at-home mom. I was an assistant manager at Fastenal, and I was a medical biller for Queens Healthcare Systems in Kapolei and Hawaii. I have 4 children. We live in Kapolei at Kanahili Hawaiian Homestead. Been married for 9 years. No, wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
8 years, 8
That was
years.
only-
Almost 8 years, yeah. Been married for almost 8 years. And we have 3 dogs, 2 chickens. I used to have 9, but my dog ate 7. Yeah. So my husband was telling me to get into real estate like years ago. And I was like, no, it's not for me, it's not for me, it's not for me. And he was like, no, you should. And I'm like, no, 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 no. And then, so my mom asked me to help her. My mom's Eva Robello, if you guys know her. She works out of the Leeward office. So I was helping her get a house ready to go on the market. So I was helping her stage and clean up and get everything ready. And then she was like, oh, do you want us to open house with me? And I was like, sure. And she was like, but you can't say anything. You can just sit, don't open your mouth. So I'm like, okay. So I sat there, me and her were talking, and I was like, I can do this. I'm like, I can do this. So she's like, you can. So she found out when the next class was. So she signed me up for the classes. I took classes with Alarka, passed my test the first time, called Kalama, and here I am.
Yay.
Wasn't that good? It was smooth. It was calculated. There's no nerves. And that's, if we just put ourselves in the right state of mind, we can conquer fears. So when we can figure out how to put ourselves in the right state of mind for jumping on an airplane, I think that was awesome. Thank you very much.